Hello and welcome back to Vampire Survivors. I'm Luce and coming back after a bit of a break here. I don't want to go too hard, so I figure just some random runs in this game should be nice. I was a bit surprised when there wasn't an adventure ad, but then again, they seem to be doing what they did for the Tides of Foscari expansion, which did tell us its story, but not through an adventure mode. It was just through the unlocks and everything else. Now let's see here. What unlocks are needed here? Evolve the Javelin. Evolve the Iron Bar and Alucard Spear. Evolve the Guardian's Targe. Did I already win with just Belmont? Yeah, it looks like I have. So, gains Iron Will at level 10. Combines special pickups and Mirrors of Truth with... Oh, something to know is when it says they can find special pickups, apparently this was introduced in the Contra DLC, but since I didn't play that, I didn't get this. But basically it means they can find the Castlevania pickups on non-Castlevania maps. So if I take John Morris here and go to the inlaid library or something, he can still find the Castlevania items. That's pretty cool, I think. Alright. Chargeability affected by speed. All equipped items from the coat of arms. Ooh. This might be a good one to test if I can unlock with the Speedwing then, so... Jonathan it shall be. And we're going to... we've been doing a lot of the Castlevania thing. I think I'm going to try another area just for a nice change of pace. Let's go to Polis Replica, the Amogus area. Ooh, feels like a pretty good spear. Let's see here, speed. Oh, if I can get the Armadillo, let's get the Speed Wings immediately, because I'm pretty sure this... I call it a hunch, but I think the Speed Wings might be what it increases. The Excalibur, something a bit more to stay close to me. Spinach is a decent one. Increased damage from everything is always nice. Oh crap, right, that's an item I can't walk through. I might be in trouble. Touch the green ones if I have to. Javelin level 2. This one's a little weapon's a little tricky because he's not. It doesn't quite hit directly in front of me, but nor does it hit me directly above me either, which is weird. I adjusted to the I adjusted to the Among Us. What's the one? The card. Card swipe. That's it. Wind Whip. Damage affected by growth. The Wind Whip feels like basically a direct upgrade of Antonio totally not Simon Belmont's weapon, which I guess makes sense. He was the knock. Well, not just that. Antonio's very clearly meant to be a tutorial character to get you used to the game before you start getting the crazy stuff. Unfortunately, I do get it. It's so that to encourage you to try out new characters and such rather than just stick with a single powerful one the whole way through. Alchemy Whip. Ooh, do I want that one? That requires the tiramisu. It tears bosses apart, but is it good in this particular context? I'll think about it. Right now, though, I should probably get more Wind Whip, just because that's a nice keep-away item. I do like it a lot more than the regular whip, but I guess that's a bit of a given, isn't it? Attract Orb, if you please. I'm especially gonna need it now more than ever. Need you than ever right now. Alright, I need the armor for the Excalibur upgrade. Alright, this is making life so much easier. Free level of something sounds good. There we are. Let's see here, what can I talk about? I'm sure I've mentioned several times that this was, the creator of this game originally worked for casinos, and so that's why they have that. Well, I guess I could also, well, I guess, I know it's usually bad form to discuss other content bids, but there is a no-clip documentary that goes a bit into the creation of this game a good amount, including a wonderful water dragon whip. Oh, even more wonderful, that's a much-needed heal. Yeah. Basically a, even, like, one of the early sprites, apparently those were actually from an asset pack. I know asset packs have a bit of a, tempting as the life science scan is, I don't think I need it. Probably should have gotten the prism, actually, since I'm going to be getting the, growth increase. Although I guess I could also get the pentagram, although that is extraordinarily dangerous. That deletes items. Speaking of pentagram, but yeah, I think I should get the spears going first of all, because that's the weapon I need to be upgrading. Granted, it could require 2 items to upgrade. There hasn't been very many that do that. Seismic activity detected. Kindly press the button to shift the planet's tectonic plates. Hey, this is Vampire Survivors. More specifically, I'm playing characters from the DLC, the Castlevania DLC that came out fairly recently. The Excalibur. I have about a minute to get there, so I do have some time, just not all the time in the world. Come on, I gotta hurry. Here we are. And reward. Ooh, lucky. There we go. Lots of damage increases and buffs to one of my favorite weapons. Lovely. I do need the armor because that's going to be needed to upgrade one of my weapons, and I absolutely need as many of these upgrades as I can get. Here. Heads. Oh, wonderful. That's a screen clear. Tails is nothing, but heads is screen clear. Quite helpful. Especially if you need a little more breathing room. Excalibur maxed out. Good. Excalibur maxed out. The legally distinct Excalibur. We are. Wind whip up. Those bat swarms really push a lot of annoying stuff over to me. What was I explaining? Crap. I guess I could start from the beginning. There is a no-clip documentary that explains the creation of this game for a little bit. The main person behind it actually used to work at casinos, which is why the chest there seemed almost like a slot machine in success pull there, which is definitely by design. But I guess he decided to use his powers for good instead of evil, since this game is not monetized nearly as much as they could have, that's for certain. I mean, the base game is like $5. Probably even less, since at the time of streaming, the fall sale's going on, and that probably means that there's going to be, it's like $2 or something, which is what the DLC usually costs. Originally, the sprites were basically from an asset pack. Asset packs usually have a bit of a poor reputation due to the asset flips, but as with the many things, they are tools. They're used to be as a jumping off point. It's a shame a lot of the early characters like Zelda and wait, what was her name? The one who starts with a magic wand, as well as the not Simon Belmont character, Antonio. Those guys are the starter characters who are meant to get you used to the game before you swap over to stronger ones. There's even other characters who have exactly their abilities, except with no caps, so you're clearly intended to upgrade after a point. But I guess they want you to switch between characters regularly rather than simply stick to one character the whole time. And I guess they could always add a chaos gemstone like they have with some of the previous characters, give them an upgrade. Ah, wonderful. That's wonderful. Give me the Dragon Water Whip if you please. I love this weapon. It's a little tricky since it aims upward instead of specifically, but I'm used to that thanks to the card reading weapon from the previous collab. More Dragon Whip. That's good. Let's see what else to talk about. I was away on family business for a bit. I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming tonight, but I wanted something I could easily pick up or put down, so this game's pretty good for that. Each run is generally only about half an hour. Well, technically it's a little more than half an hour because time stops whenever you collect a chest or level up, so I think I need to get the speed up for this upgrade, so let's make sure the speed wings are maxed out. Oh, that's a long ways away. Sensors detect the smell of vinegar from space. Press the button to end the smell. Vinegar's got a pretty strong scent. You have to be careful when using it when cooking. Otherwise, it can overpower all the others. It's good to have, don't get me wrong. I will never say you should never touch vinegar in cooking. Just that, beware about overusing it. Excellent. Oh. Hydro Stormer. Well, it's one of my favorite weapons anyway, so I don't mind getting its upgrade. Although, this does make it seem like the spear might actually be a multi-upgrade, like I was speculating before. That is interesting. Oh yeah, full screen attack. That's why I love this one. Well, one of the reasons I love it. Hello, Baja. And yeah, a little really goes a long way. Ooh, and I get a free weapon of my choice. I'm thinking I want the Rune Tracer because that upgrades the No Future. Although, I suppose I could also go with something that upgrades with the, Spinach, which would be a fire spell. Fire one might not be half bad. I could also screw it and just go completely, with the Alucard sword, and that's gonna be really good stuff. I don't need to go that hard. No, I think I will anyway. Alucard's sword allegedly attacks the nearest enemy. The Alucard sword is definitely one of those weapons that has to gather steam. When you first get it, it's absolutely hot garbage. It just directly attacks the enemy in front of you. It's not very good at all, but when it upgrades, it becomes significantly more competent. I don't want to pick up the Among Us accessories because I'm not using any of the items that upgrade them. And that's going to be a bit of a problem. Crown. Here we are. Perfect. That's upgrades 2 of my weapons. Yeah, I think the spear requires 2 items to upgrade at this point. And I definitely want to get the crown upgraded so my growth goes up a lot faster. Because the faster I level up, the more I can get my weapon upgrades. Now let's see, what do I want here? Gemini. I don't have anything that can work with that. I do, however, have things that can work with Slash, so let's go with that. It's a little late for the Tiramisu. I don't have anything that upgrades it since I chose not to go for the Alchemy Whip. Smart choice? Who knows? Do I want the candelabra when nothing I have upgrades it? It could be an item I need for the spear upgrade, though. It's a gamble, but I'm gonna go for it. Prismatic Missile always needs upgrades. I guess I've been playing too much Starbound with the crew. Oh, I saw those monkeys and I thought, wait, those are the Apex. Box and Magic Tome are always a good choice as well. Oh yeah, definitely. I was tempted for the Magic Tome in general, but I didn't come up this time, and I don't want to go too long without filling that slot. Because at this point, I should definitely start picking up the Among Us accessories, because those basically give you a free extra weapon, even if a low-level one. That said, weapons that require 2 to upgrade instead of 1 are a little tricky. It's a bit easier for the earlier DLC, like the, what is that? Yeah, earlier DLC, like the, Tides of Oscari and Mount Moonspell. Basically, those maps always give you the items to upgrade whatever you're looking for. So, if you're ever stuck, just grab an item from there, and it'll usually lead you in the right direction, but I guess the devs felt that was making it a little too easy to suss out what you needed, and so now, well, there was basically only 2 accessories in the, Castlevania DLC area, and none of them upgrade the... They do upgrade items within there, but that's because the Castlevania DLC is so huge that basically every accessory has something it upgrades. I also do like the spinach in general, because even if I'm not getting something that it upgrades, it does feel nice just straight up getting higher damage. Because, basically, no matter what map you're on, there's always going to be one set... You know what, this is free. Let's grab it. Oh my, that's all the way out there. I'm also a huge fan of the, excellent. I'm also a huge fan of the, like, if I'll get the, attract orb, even if I don't get any of the weapons that upgrade it, simply because of how convenient it is. But the fact that it upgrades a lot of nice items is also why I really want to... Oh, what nice. The Alucard swords. I shouldn't hesitate as much as I do for cursed items, because while it's not a huge deal, well, I have occasionally lost runs because enemies were a bit too beefy for me to kill in time, but usually if that's happening, that means I have bigger problems that I need to address earlier in the run, so it's not really the cursed item's fault. Excalibur accepted. I might as well upgrade the minis so that it stops bugging me to upgrade them. Yeah, basically, no matter what map you're on, there's always eventually going to be at least one where... Crap, where's the red one? Oh, beneath me. At least one wave where there's a sheer large number of enemies to make sure that your AoE is sufficient, as well as a number of raids where, ah, crap, let's go that way. I guess I can go this way for it. It's not ideal, but it works. Yeah, those enemies that are less numerous but more individually durable to make sure your damage output is good. The life sign scan's really nice to have in situations like this, just because it has no strings attached. Most heals in this game are on damage or upon dealing damage or upon kills. Ooh, wonderful. So no strings attached upgrades are just nice. It and the Pomerola are the only ones, I think. Ooh, what's this? Spirit Tornado Tip. Evolved Wing Whip. Good. Looks like the Among Us minis have all been maxed out, which is good, so now it'll stop bugging me to get those. I do need to get the yellow one to upgrade Life Sign Scan, though. Ooh, I have 1 minute to get over there. I think I can make it. I should be fine. Strictly speaking, all I miss out on if I fail is the extra chest, but I kinda want the extra chest. Yeah, these rock guys are really beefy. The engineers in there. Oopsie. I gotta revive. At least one, anyways. Heads. Ideal. There we are. Complete. Oh, wonderful. The, Luminaire. That's gonna significantly increase how quickly I level up. That's just a free level of the Alucard sword, but I won't say no to it. Now where's the, there it is, the yellow one. I need to get over there and I can upgrade the life science scan. It's ready for it. I'm pretty sure the robots here are references to the day the Earth stood still. The original and the remake both use the same kind of design. So, which I guess is nice. It shows how iconic the look is. Get. Excellent, I can just run through these guys for a bit. That should help me level faster as well, because I need to max out the mini ghost. There we go, now when I grab the chest, I will instantly gain the upgrade. Excellent. Paranormal scan, and with this we've pretty much won. Paranormal scan gives you stab-ups that are permanent for the run. And since that can include cooldown, which means it will activate more frequently, it's going to just snowball like no tomorrow. Engineer. Basically gives you a free lightning ring. Ah, there we are. The Alucard shield. Gift of the Alucard sword. Absorbs all other equipped evolutions. So in other words, I just freed up 5 slots. Is back again, indeed. Oh yeah, this basically freed up the majority of my weapon slots, which means I can now use whatever weapon I want. Yeah, I think we have... Yeah, I'm pretty confident that the spear requires 2 items to upgrade, so we're gonna have to do a number of runs with it to figure it out. Because I need to upgrade it to unlock new characters. We're also starting to run out of items we haven't already used to upgrade others. You know, it could have been the lucky... It could have been the lucky Clover now that I think about it. Alright, I'm not a fan of the Vibhuti. I forgot, I'm not a big fan of the Vibhuti whip. It just kind of goes back and forth, but not in a particularly large area. Mini Guardian gives me a shield. So it's kind of like the Laurel. But it can't be upgraded, so it's not quite as good. Alright. Here we go. There we are. Hellfire. The Brody Whip is also going to be upgraded fairly soon, I'd wager. Four seasons. I do not have the full set required for that, I don't think. Just Vent. Open Grimoire. No, that's weird. It says there's only 2 items required for the 4 seasons, but that requires 3, doesn't it? Yeah, it still lists 3 for the Spellstrum. Where's the Millionaire? I know that one's also requires 3. That's from the arrows. For the Tides of Foscari, that should be after the first set. It says just the Bracer instead of the Bracer and the Weird. Did they reduce the requirements? I guess we can see for sure. I could also look it up, but I'm in the middle of a run. So forgive me for being a little distracted. I know what I want. Mad Season. Give it to me. What's that here? The Daybreaker tip. Critical hits maximize the amount. I'm getting that one, I guess. I guess those, the Metal Glio and the rings are also items. are also accessories that can theoretically upgrade items, but those are usually kind of specialized. I guess I can't rule them out. Celestial Voluge. Oh, I lost. I straight up lost. Whatever. Javelin unlocked. Well, that's good at least, but that's all I got out of that. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up real quick. Hold on. Let's see here. It only evolves with the candelabrador? Let me look at the millionaire. Because I know something's weird here. Yeah, the flash arrow only requires the bracer now. It no longer requires the, directly says, even on the wiki, it directly says it doesn't, it only requires the bracer. It doesn't require the, luck anymore. Weird. I guess while I'm here, I could look up what I need to upgrade, but you know, why? Okay, clearly I need to sip my drink. Hold on. As much as I like a number of these weapons, I should probably turn off a number of them in the collection just to push what I'm going for. Don't need the spells from stuff. I can turn all these back on as soon as I need it. It's just a matter of I guess Karoma's Mana is also an item that I haven't tested it with yet. I'm sure that upgrades something, but that's a new accessory that was added. But it's not on the map or anything. It's just something you can. Not only that, it doesn't seem to come from level ups. It seems to only come from the armoire. I wonders if I should just straight up turn off all the Among Us stuff. Hello, welcome to the stream. Indeed, it can be. I'm just trying to get all the unlocks going. Apparently, they also nerfed the requirements to upgrade the Godai Shuffle and the Millionaire because I'm pretty sure I could swear those required 3 items to upgrade before, but now they only require 2. Spawns a mirror every 5 levels. Let's see here, unlocks. Just need to get the Iron Ball level 4 to get that. Alrighty. I don't need to go to Polis. I could go with Foscari, I guess. I don't have to strictly keep myself to Ode to Castlevania. for these particular ones, since these characters just have to survive and upgrade their weapons, so... Let's go with Lake Vascari. Hail from the future. Oh, dang. Yeah, that's very familiar. That seems to work the same way as, well, I guess Crown this early is probably a good investment, so let's stick with that. That bounce is pretty funny, but it's also a little annoying to work with. Yeah, let's go with Excalibur here, because we're going to get the armor for sure. I'm pretty confident this weapon upgrades with it. Plus, it'll be nice having something that, oh good, Wind Whip. No, Attract Orb. No, Wind Whip. Attract Orb, just to make it easier. I'm gonna say I probably don't even need the Attract Orb now that I think about it. I'm not very smart, apparently. Oh well. Iron Ball up. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need the AoE for this because I can't help but notice it's moving in the same general way as the axe, and the axe upgrades with the candelabra. So I'm guessing that's what I'm gonna want. Crown, if you please. Iron Ball. Its damage is certainly not disappointing, which says a lot given how early in the game this is. I guess to compensate for how somewhat annoying it is to level. Get the crown first to increase my levels. More iron balls, I suppose. You know, if I want to grab those so much, I should just do this. Excalibur damage. Grab the giant meat. I guess it wouldn't hurt to get the clover. Good luck in general will increase the drop rates of stuff, so I don't think that's a problem. Wind Whip. Now I can grab that safely. Iron Ball. It could also be a Corona's mana. Oops. Oh, well, whatever. I probably should have gotten that anyway, because like I said, you can only get that from an armoire. You can't seem to get it from level ups for whatever reason. Iron Ball time. So I just need to look for the candelabra. And that should theoretically upgrade it. Unless it's another 3-item upgrade, which case I'm kind of boned, aren't I? Increased enemy quantity, duration of gold, and gold finger. It's okay for a money run, but the main thing that makes it good is the increasing enemy count without increasing their health or damage, like Curse does. Free level. Fairy Circle is pretty easy to get lots of good stuff in, but I should probably start heading over to other areas. Like, the armor's there. I can pick that up at any time. Iron Ball power. Wonderful. Ooh, faster leveling. Never a bad thing. I don't think the Torna's box evolves it. I guess I can't write off the possibility. Maybe I should have grabbed it. I guess it's giving me another chance, so yeah, let's do it. I am being given a sign, and that's all the more reason to go for it, I suppose. Wind Whip. Oh, crap, I should have grabbed the Javelin. Well, I'm not very smart, am I? Time to increase the enemy spam a little more. Technically speaking, the Torna's box doesn't give its curse up until the final upgrade, which can be good or bad, especially since, as mentioned, you can easily make curse a good thing rather than a bad thing. Let's just get some free clovers while I'm here to increase my luck. That doesn't just increase my, Nice. Wow, those are really doing good damage, aren't they? Yeah, I probably didn't need this, oh well. The Tides of Foscari enemies are mostly Fey creatures. The other way and get the arm. I guess it is. I just have to get the Iron Ball level 4 to unlock it for everyone, so I've already done that. And of course, just better weapons are always nice. Ooh. Wind Whip. Eventually something has to upgrade with the Pomerola. Ooh, nice. Excellent, that should level up me up again real quick, which of course means another drop from the future. Alright, I can upgrade the whip pretty soon as well. That's gonna be quite a nice addition, I think. You know, I should probably get the wings anyways, since... Oh, nice, the Water Dragon Whip. Water Dragon Whip is definitely a new favorite. If I still need to upgrade it, maybe I'll just give Trevor Belmont a spin or something again, just to get them going. I know, I'm still kind of exhausted from travel, but... It's nice being able to just relax like this. Smack. Smack. Now let's go through the maze. I'm sure this can't possibly end badly, right? Three levels of a lot of stuff. Sounds good to me. Even if the necklace doesn't actually upgrade anything, it'll at least be nice that the game will stop bugging me to upgrade it, I think. As you can see in this map, there's a bunch of accessories that are specifically used to upgrade items from the expansion here. But I guess they figured that was a bit too much. We're talking on the javelin, no vomit, right? Like I said, I'm not looking up these, so I'm doing it, finding out what each one upgrades with through experimentation. Whoops. I only have one revive, so I gotta be careful. Right now I'm trying to get the iron ball upgraded, so I'm worrying about it. I'll worry about them as they go along. But yeah, I'm aware that the game can be very, esoteric with some of its upgrades. Like the ghosts and their upgrades are a little silly, if we're blunt. Ah, crap, I'm in a very bad spot now. I can't die here, because then I don't even get a chance to see... Oh, crap, I forgot to grab the javelin. Well, I'm not very smart, am I? How about a little fire scarecrow? Come on. Alright, give me all these and upgrades. Armor. Excellent. Rune Tracer's probably a good option, actually. But first, Dragon Water Whip, because, again, that's a favorite. You know, let's just use this to grab the javelin real quick. I could use it to grab the Alucard sword, since that would really pay off, but one step at a time, one step at a time. Just because I have some idea what I'm doing in this game doesn't change that I could die. I mean, we saw that last time. I was clearly about to win, and then I made a mistake and I died because I'm a complete ignoramus. Well, I mean, if you're gonna give me an extra weapon here. Candy box. Alright, let's see here. What upgrades with my stuff that I'm gonna want? Game capitalizes on whoopsies. Indeed it does. Prismatic Missile's going to be good in the general sense because that really, there we are. Ah, so I did find something that upgrades Iron Ball. Wrecking Ball. Fires a very heavy projectile. Let's open my Grimoire and see what it upgraded with. the armor. I knew something had to evolve it eventually. Seconds up, lose this game. Yeah. I do believe I've regaled the chat before with tales of me losing when I had literally a second left, possibly even less than a second. No, seriously, I died at 29 minutes, 59 seconds. I can't make this up. Javelin time. Legally distinct Fey creature of consumption, indeed. As long as I get all the accessories, I will eventually upgrade the Javelin. I already got the Iron Ball, after all. Oh, nice. Gimme, 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 gimme. That's painful. Lost at 7, but that's close I got. Yeah, I got on stream, too. It's during one of the Tides of Foscari expansion ones. I was playing as the Flames of Muspel guy. Slash is probably ideal given the amount of items I have that are capable of critting with it, so let's go with that. Oh, chest, don't mind. Magnificent chest ahead. Yep, won't say no. It was quite nice, Emma thanks him. I wouldn't have minded staying a bit longer, but I have a lot of stuff to do that needs to get done before the holidays, so unfortunately I couldn't stay as long as I wanted. Rest assured, the family understood. Oh wow, I didn't realize the javelins bounced. That's cool. And of course, the Hydra Stormer, because that's my new favorite weapon of this so far, at least. Yeah, the Ode to Castlevania DLC has a metric buttload of new weapons, so I definitely need to try as many of them as I can before I start worrying about, yeah, this is my absolute favorite or whatever. Haha. Yeah, I should be careful about getting the last level of Torna's Box, but then again, maybe the curse will actually be good for me. The final level of Torna's Box adds 100% curse, so that can be a little painful or it can be extremely helpful depending on how your build is going. The Javelin's bouncing is pretty nice. Yeah, I don't mind more of the Prismatic Missile. It helps leveling a lot if you can get there. Oh boy, Kelpies. I certainly don't have terrible memories of those from my tabletop adventures. I might as well grab this. Or should I? You know what, let's do it. Bonus amounts and is a lot. Enemy, and... yeah, time to get for the Torna's Box final upgrade and upgrade all the enemies, basically. But I think it's going to be worth it because, first of all, more enemies means more XP, but also... I need it to be max... I think I need to be max level if it's anything, if it upgrades anything. wings up. I don't need this item, but I guess it wouldn't hurt. I'm pretty sure I will just straight look up what items upgrade the javelin if I'm like, if it's the only, if I've gotten everything else and I just straight up can't continue without it, I will look it up. Because there have been a few things in this game where the upgrades are just so esoteric, there was no way I was going to do it any other way. Like the ghosts come to play. Uppercut a Reaper. Yeah, that's intuitive and easy to figure out, especially in terms of what it actually wants you to do to upgrade, to unlock those ghosts. Additional revival. Should help since I lost a pretty nasty revival a bit ago. Demon Finger. Cosmic Finger. Always fortunate. Right, I don't want to hang out in the mushroom area more than I have to because the guys here are really beefy. Weapon found, eh? You know what? Why not? Now, the mushroom guys here are really annoyingly high in durability, but I guess with how my build's been going and they're no longer as threatening as they might once have been. Are you kidding me? It's all on the other side of the bridge. Oh, whatever. Luminaire upgrade. I guess I don't have the item that upgrades the spear, then. It could be the bracer, I guess. You know what, let's grab the bracer while I'm here. That's a bunch of level ups, wow. Greatest Jubilee. You know what? I'll grab it. Soul Solution. Darn it, none of these items really upgrade the javelin, eh? Well, at least it might, that means it's more likely to be an item I like a little more, I suppose. Did I get the candelabra last time? I forget. I might not have gotten the candelabra. Oh, wait, yeah, I did. That's what made me wonder if maybe it requires 2 items to upgrade. Then again, it does seem like they nerfed a few of the previous items, like below the Excalibur there, you can kind of see the arrow and the bracer. That used to require 3 items, the arrow, the bracer, and the clover, lucky clover. But obviously it only requires 1 now. Likewise with the 4 seasons from the Mount Moonspell expansion, the 4 seasons used to require the candelabra and the, I think it was the spinach upgrade, but now it only requires the candelabra. So it seems like they're trying to avoid having too many items that require 3 to upgrade. Either that or they thought the resulting weapon wasn't strong enough to justify requiring 3 slots, which, that is fair. Yeah, whatever items I have, they just don't upgrade the They either don't... Yeah. Either I don't have the right combination, or whatever the upgrade is better be damn good if it's going to require 2 items. But I'm probably just need to try other things. At least the good news is the mushroom people aren't nearly as durable as usual, which is nice for me, since, like I said, my biggest complaint is just how durable they are. But I guess since I usually start from the left and go upward, that would explain it. Although I should probably go to the chest here. Where are you, purple thingy? Oh! Sure, I'll take the armoire. It could be the duplicator, the stone mask, the spellbinder. Actually, nothing's had the duplicator yet, so let's give that a go. Right, I can't pick up items while the soul solution is active. That is moderately a pain. Crystal cries. Yeah, we'll just get this to add some more iron balls. Duplicator is good for basically everything I have here, so even if it doesn't upgrade the spears, it'll help me out, I think. Yeah, it looks like if you want to do a money run, you definitely want the new necklace item. Still, though, it's strange that it doesn't upgrade any weapons so far. I'm sure that eventually I'll get one that does. It's just a matter of when. After all, this DLC still has a ton of stuff I haven't unlocked yet. We're definitely going to be here a good few amount of nights. I am considering what story game to go with next. We're going to see. But I'm probably going to be taking it easy. Yeah. I also have had a few friends that would suggest going with more horror things, and yeah, I did intend to do more than ended up happening, that's for sure. Not truly a good run unless the game is stealing all your frames. Indeed. Oh yeah, I guess I should get an item while I'm here. Rune Tracer it is. Yeah, we're definitely entering can't see shit captain mode. Which is not unusual for this game. I just realized these chickens are here naturally. They're not something that came in because of my From the Future card. And I remember that the Tides of Ascari is heavily Fae-themed. So, apparently it's stealing Fae food. I'm sure nothing bad could possibly happen from this. Try it at home for yourself. Especially if it's mine. You definitely won't become under my control or anything. Yeah, no matter how polite you want to be, try to avoid saying thank you to any Fae creatures, because that usually gets interpreted as you now owing them a favor, and you do not want to owe a Fey creatures a favor. Take it from one. Take it from one. Don't owe us a favor. Otherwise, you will indeed have no future. Or rather, you'd prefer to not have one. Vampire bites, the vampire just phase his thrall. It's too hard eating a Fey's blood. They're now in court. I have read that. That's the joke ended with them suggesting that they have now entered marriage, which was funny. But then someone pointed out, isn't this basically how sorcerers are born? I thought, oh shit. Because having actually played tabletop RPGs now, I know what they're referencing. I heard you consider give the mirror true name and tug on it for a second. Really hard, then give it back and say you're a cool guy to hang out with them. I'm not sure enough of them have forward thinking to consider that sort of stuff. They are the kind that like to live in the moment. Right, I can't pick up items while the singularity from the soul solution's going on. Yeah, this is just gonna keep happening. Yeah, this is just gonna be a complete pain. Because you have to actually follow the paths in this area, but I can't see the paths. Yeah, see? That was blocked and I had no clue. Can't see the houses. I guess I need to hope for another armoire so that I can try some more accessories and see if any of them upgrade. Some of them I get right away, but others take a while. Like, I should probably play as Soma Cruz again at some point because I never upgraded the bomb of the rocket launcher while I was playing as him. I had to do it as another person. I'm surprised you can't just wall clip through the void at this point. I do want to know when you get strong enough, you become capable of wall clipping, but it seems I'm not strong enough for that quite yet. It's also how I managed to unlock Julius Belmont without finding the secret location in the library until later. Largely because I cheesed it with the wall clip route when I didn't find it in time. Ah, there's a more. Gimme, 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 gimme. We haven't had anything upgrade with the Pomerola yet, so let's go with that. The Pomerola does not upgrade it. Somewhat annoying. Oh, come on. Am I locked in this stupid thing again? Yes, I am. Because I can't see. Technically, yes, that would actually. I have actually looked that up. Even the Fae themselves can still qualify as eating Fae food, especially if other Fae are in the area at the time. Oh, come on, are you serious? I can't go in between these areas? It's all the way on the bottom there, so I need to figure out how to get over there before the thing ends. But the thing is, once the thing starts again, I won't be able to see. I'll just have to hope I can continue down this path. Yeah, I can't see anything, but I'm blocked off by something. Oh, the river. Oh, right, the final boss. The final boss of the DLC areas actually generally have mechanics to care about, which is surprising in its own way. Alright, get this. What's a new accessory that I have that I'd rather not have to test later? I don't want to have to test the stone mask in particular, so let's go with that. I could put Pay. That's usually gonna get a retaliation. Nope. That is not an item that upgrades, frustratingly, and I can't reach that item over there. How isn't that lovely? That is not massively frustrating in the least. No sirree, Bob. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go to a more open area and hope the greetings from the hail from the future drops something more helpful, or at least something that I can actually, in a location I can actually grab. Oh dear. Yeah, I might not make it to the end if this is how bad it's gonna be. I got like 2 or 3 more revives from the item, but those aren't gonna last. Indeed. Yeah, there's nothing to do there. I guess the curse was too much with the sheer enemy count. But I did upgrade the Iron Ball, which means I'm halfway to that particular upgrade. There's a game somewhere in there, indeed. You have to upgrade the Iron Ball and the... Oh, Luke Spear. Before I can get Anoa. Actually, the Alucard Spear is probably from Eric, so I'm gonna have to evolve the Javelin somehow. Although it looks like there's some more spells here. Fulgur. Alucard Spear going. Yeah, there's a lot more weapons here, it seems like. Might be the Alucard Spear is the last one that I unlock here. Yeah, because I have to get Shauna and Just. I already have Just. Just Belmont is basically unlocked by doing all the stuff to unlock the other Belmonts. Shanoa here seems to be unlocked by going for the non-Belmont characters, and basically they all unite to unlock Maria, who then unlocks Richter. And then, of course, Richter says, survive the showdown in the throne room. Now, this is interesting. Does this mean Vampire Survivors will finally have a vampire in it? Well, unless you count half vampires, because, well, half vampires, because, you know, yeah, Soma and Alucard are both half vampires. Presumably, their legally distinct counterparts like Arca are also there. Yeah, here's some of the original ones. If I remember right, the no-clip documentary said that the original sprites were taken from an asset pack, and they replaced them with their own art later. Yeah, I guess I need to find out somehow how to upgrade the spear, so let me think here. What stage do I want? Vampires? Indeed. Let's go to Gallo Tower with Soma Cruz. Now, what upgrades his weapon again? The candelabra. Ooh, do I want to go with the Ventasacro? You know what? Maybe I should go for the Bloody Tear and the Fwifaloo. That'd be fun. So you know what? Let's do it. Oh, dang. You know, let's go with Dragon Water Whip. Candelabra. There we are. Now I can upgrade us. I haven't mentioned how I like how they really did put the effort in here. Soma and all the other... Soma only gets this attack animation when he gets any of the whips. Otherwise, he just drops his bomb like usual. A nice thing about the vertical weapons is they work rather well in this particular area. Hand grenade. The holy water. It's a good thing half vampires, Soma Cruz, and Alucard can use the garlic and holy water without any adverse effects somehow. Then again, I guess being half human would probably give them something there, I guess. Yeah, Alucard's sword, please. That's gonna, as soon as I upgrade that, that's gonna free up 5 slots. The Alchemy Whip. Do I want it? Yes. Oh, but I don't have the bloody... I can't make the Bloody Tear anymore. Whoops. Well, I'm a complete ignoramus. Well, I can, but I'm gonna have to wait until a lot later. And I think I just want the Duplicator, period, because that works with everything I have here. Duplicator is definitely one of those weapons where I like having it even if I don't have anything that specifically upgrades. Amount is just a really, really powerful stat in this game. I guess I could also get lucky and get a, Erythricus garlic makes blood thinner or something. And vampires spread the rumor they can't stand to get people to season themselves. I do have one friend with a vampire character who basically goes the idea of, oh, garlic being dangerous isn't actually real, it's just, I think, hopefully that's the case, because otherwise they can't enjoy garlic bread. And what's a life or unlife if you cannot enjoy garlic bread? I guess I do need the hollow heart for the, yeah, I'll get the hollow heart. It's easy to neglect hollow heart and Pomerola because once you get enough damage, survival doesn't feel as essential, but at the same time, this is still a roguish type game, and so survival absolutely is paramount. And Empty Tome is definitely something I'm gonna want. Also, I just realized I was supposed to be trying to find a way to upgrade the Javelin, and I no longer have space for a Javelin. Oops. Well, isn't that typical of me? I could restart the run, it's only like 3 minutes. Or I could be a jerk and try and upgrade the Alucard Spear and get it after that. It is extremely dangerous and tricky to be doing that. But at the same time, I feel like this is actually a really good start, and I don't want to really ruin it. Yeah, the sooner I can get the Alucard sword up, the better. Oh right, I hate the red skeletons because, like their Castlevania counterparts, they can revive. I was so excited about getting a good start that I completely neglected the reason I was here to begin with. Whoops. I do appreciate that I can at least debunk the need for a Torna's box or a cursed item for the Javelin, so I don't have to worry about that. Although for the items that can upgrade the Javelin, the only new items I really have are the... Dragon Water Whip. Hand grenade. Okay, good. The hand grenade is ready to upgrade. Oh, right. I need the tiramisu to upgrade this item. I guess I need to hope for the armoire or something. I could also try and go for the from the future upgrade as well, since that could easily get me the items I'm seeking. Especially since that will, in fact, allow me to go over my caps. Yeah, there's a lot of ways I can still salvage this run for the intended purpose. I really do like the music they have in the DLC a lot. Especially since, like I said, they could have just ported all the music over and it would have been great, but no, they made Vampire Survivor remixes of them all. Weapon upgrades can't happen until at least 10 minutes in, if I remember right, so any chest I get before then is really just to free up a level for something, but I don't think that's a bad thing personally. It means one more level I don't have to worry about. probably upgrade the Alucard sword just so it stops being a meme weapon sooner rather than later. Here we are, water dragon. Enemies aren't quite right. Enemies are not quite as numerous in the Gallo Tower, so I'll have to consider either an item to help my growth increase, or I might seriously want to consider some curse. Cursing is very dangerous for again, because I could end up with enemies a bit too tough for me to handle like I did in the last run, but Gallo Tower final phase is pretty tough with large curse. Yeah, I've lost more than a few runs from that. Gallo Tower and the Milk Factory generally have less numerous but more individually powerful enemies, so I'm very wary about getting anything with curse there. Meanwhile, I'm less bothered by spamming curse in, say, the library, because that one focuses on numerous enemies more than particularly dangerous ones. So even with curse, they usually melt pretty quickly, especially if I can get some levels going. So it's usually not nearly as bad. Trapdoor wasn't maxed. Oh, darn. Because I have so many items. That's the risk of having so many items so early. I guess I should save that until it breaks past the 10-minute mark. Then again, it might not apply. Yeah, the nice thing about the Castlevania characters is they can grab the pickups even outside the Castlevania map. Apparently, the Contra characters have the same effect. I just didn't know that because I skipped that DLC because I wasn't as big on Contra. I've also been hesitant about Konami in general, but they seem to be giving the Castlevania crossover to a lot more freely lately. Well, I guess in that way, you could say it's kind of like Sonic. Everyone except the IP holder has a good idea on how to make it work. Well, I guess that's unfair. I've played a lot of really shit Sonic games over the years. It's honestly also why I kind of hesitate to do any kind of hack or mod stuff that I haven't already vetted in some fashion for this channel, because let's see here. I guess to stay thematic, a lot of the Pokemon hacks are just difficulty increase hacks, but the so-called difficulty increase is really just the enemies start using legendaries at like a third gym upward, which isn't really fun. Like, just giving the enemies upper tier attacks. That's also why I'm not really big on the SMT Nocturne difficulty hack, because all that does is jack up the enemy stats ridiculously. That doesn't make it hard, that just makes them damage sponges. And I'm really not a fan of damage sponge difficulty myself. I have a difficulty increase either just downgrade stories in the library. Shitty PMD, that would work with you as well. Definitely want more water dragon with it. I'll admit Soma's being a lot more fun than I thought. I'm also a huge fan of Alucard and his gameplay style, especially since he starts with a weapon that takes a bit to get going, but once it does, it's ridiculous. Around 11 minutes is when the one that gives me another, what's it called? Another... Here we are. Excellent. It gets me another Arcana, and from there I can get Hail from the Future, which will allow me to go over my caps. Not even... Yeah, story writing is definitely one of those things that's really difficult to get right, even if you're normally pretty good at it. Plus, it's one of those jobs where it's easy to think, I aced that in school, how hard could it actually be? Reroll for Hail from the Future. Come on, you. Here we are. I am being a massive cheap ass by doing this, but I don't care. I am Soma Cruz. You wouldn't be less capable of stopping me than if I was, I think Julius Belmont's supposed to be the strongest Belmont. At the very least, I know he's the one who gave Dracula his final death, hence why he ended up reborn as Soma. Which is not a spoiler, that's openly stated at the start of the Soma games, if I remember right. Although, if I remember reading it right, Julius actually never had any children, and since Soma canonically goes on to live a normal, I guess that means both Dracula and the Belmonts end to get their lines together. Funny. Granted, any number of reasons for a sequel can come in and ruin that, but they could also just go backwards and make it starring another Belmont from earlier in the timeline. We still have quite a few, and we even have multiple timelines, since one timeline starts with Leon Belmont and another timeline starts with Sonia Belmont. Here we are, Tiramisu. Now I can upgrade this weapon. Now I get to burn bosses with the anti-boss ability. That's gonna be fun. There we are. Attract Orb. I'll just upgrade the Tiramisu, I guess. You do want to be careful with the Tiramisu. If you, Oh, nice. Another accessory. I won't say no, that's for sure. Here it is. Now, let's see. What's another accessory I haven't tested yet? Pomerola, I think, has not been tested. I haven't tested the Skullomaniac, but again, that's going to start adding more curse, and I'm really hesitant. We'll go with Pomerola first, just because that's going to heal me. Excellent. First upgrade, the Alucard swords. Wonderful. Let's see here. I was trying to think of a franchise I like that had some hacks I could look into, but like, SMT doesn't actually have that many, and in fact, barely any of the SMT games actually have, what's it called? Barely any of them have English translations, and half that franchise never left Japan, which is rather unfortunate. Some YouTubers are putting their effort through to try and... Ah, here we are, wonderful. Javelin. Here we are. I'm testing damn near everything Javelin. You will be getting upgraded whether you like it or not. Oh wow, another candy box. Well, I guess while I'm here, I could grab the regular whip to get the Whiffaloo. Now, granted, if you're lucky, you might be like SMT9 has a script translation that you can look up, so if you're emulating that or you imported it for your Xbox, you can look that up as you go along, but it only works for one of the endings, and that game has 9 as going by the title. It was a pretty big deal, because SMT games usually have about 3 or 4 endings, but that one decided to go with the full 9 endings for it, one for each alignment possibility. Ooh, Armadillo again. I hate to do this, but I'm gonna have to, because the Skullomaniac is one of the last items I have not tested yet. Javelin, javelin, javelin. Whip up. Let's see here. There's been 12 billion Fire Emblem hacks, of which only like a handful you can actually... of which though you can count on one hand how many ever actually finished. Like, I know a lot of people like to meme on The Last Promise and some stuff like that, but it's also... Oh, excellent. The Vampire Killer incinerates bosses. That's gonna make the last few bosses of Gallo Tower a lot easier, especially with the fact that I got them... I had to get Curse. Yeah, the Alchemy Whip is a rather specialized, since you don't usually need a boss-killing weapon, but, well, like we said earlier, Gallo Tower with high Curse can be genuinely troublesome, so I'd say it's worth it. I know there's also been some GBA remakes of earlier games, but I'm not sure... Alright, I'll get that. Although I don't intend to get the item that upgrades it. Excellent. Here we go. The RPG. Explosions propagate. Oh, nice! The animation even upgrades to have Soma firing it. Damn, that's amazing. I love it. I just see Soma firing the RPG over and over again. I mean, no complaints here, buddy. Go nuts. What's this? Long Inus. Upgraded Javelin. Ah, so it upgrades with the Spellbinder. Interesting. Greatest Jubilee. Sounds good to me. Yeah, with all these upgrades I'm getting, the Alucard Sword's going to eat them all and obliterate all of it. That's going to be so much fun. Now, the thing about the Alucard Sword is it only eats the upgraded weapons, so anything that doesn't upgrade or hasn't upgraded yet won't be. So I need to hold off until I get the Whiffaloo, I think, because then it'll eat the Whiffaloo. And I absolutely cannot afford to let it upgrade while I only have the Bloody Tear, because the Bloody Tear is an upgrade weapon, so it'll probably eat that. But that'll be a problem because, it can still upgrade again. It's one of the few items that can upgrade twice. But yeah, what was I? Oh yeah, the Fire Emblem packs. A lot of the upgraded early ones are a lot easier simply because you have a template to follow there. It's not something you have to write as you go along. And like I said, writing is one of those things that seems easy. I mean, you did projects like that on school, back in school, right? But it's not easy. There can easily be a lot of flaws that are easily missed. Wow, they're giving me a ton of the armas. Holy crap. Victory Sword has a ton of levels, so it'll take a bit before that's maxed out, but... Here's one. Might as well grab the spinach because extra damage never hurts. And let's see here. Wings just to move faster. Expedite this process a little. I guess I do recall reading that that Dawn of Sorrow had this change of art style was pretty controversial when that first came out, though I guess that's probably to be expected. They changed it from the iconic style to, well, it's not bad, it's just completely different. I guess since I was filling the time with PvP in Final Fantasy XIV before leaving, I could do more of that. I'm not sure how much people like watching that, but oh yeah, I'd also just have 2 more variant dungeons in there I should probably do. That game has very little solo content, so I should probably enjoy what is there. Ah, a chest so I can get another upgrade. Where are you, chest? There you are. Excellent. Hydro Stormer. Greatest Jubilee. Greatest Jubilee also has a ridiculous number of levels, so that it should be able to buy me some time before I run into problems. I've reached a point where I can't see much of the game anymore. Yeah, for better or for worse, that is usually a point you reach once you start nearing the end of any given run. End of any given good run. That's true. If you're not filling the screen, then the enemies might be a problem because they'll be filling it with themselves. Excellent, I need 1 more chest. I might not get that chest, though, before the upgrades of the Alucard sword. I need to get the Fwifaloo before then, though, or else that's going to be a problem. That's good enough for now. I don't want to spend everything because there could be an absurdly expensive character or something. Yeah, I'm not even gonna last the level 25 boss checks before I max out the Alucard sword, which could be a problem because if it upgrades before the Whiffaloo, then I lose the ability to make the Whiffaloo. Well, at least the Greatest Jubilee gets a nice finisher out of the deal. Sheesh, I guess when the trailer said everyone is here, they weren't just making a cheeky Smash Brothers reference. There's definitely a lot of characters here that were expected, but even more that kind of weren't. I can't even see the purple chest that I need to grab. It's gotta be here somewhere. Here it is. Mad Season. Okay, good. I got the Whiffaloo first, and that means... Okay, I can't see anything. Re-level the bracer, that sounds fine to me. Never go with the grand joke, there will be no vampires and vampire survivors. Well, we're gonna see for sure if that continues to hold true. Like I said, they're already kind of iffy with the half vampires like Soma here, but it's not unreasonable to not count the half vampires, I guess. I don't have the Clockwork Lance set, so that's not going to be worth it. I guess I could grab the positive effect ones. The left one is the one that's positive, the right one is the cursed one. Wow, those extra bosses just melted. And there we are. Yeah, there we go. And this should free up a lot of space. Oh yeah, I got room for 3 more weapons now. This was my fail-safe to get the javelin if all else failed. I'll mace you good. Alright, what do I want to grab here? Actually, I should probably grab the Sonic Whip to make use of the cursed item here. Silver Wind actually would make use of the Pomerola. Alright, we'll do that. this? Yada Daikarin, evolved Cherry Bomb. Generates X explosions and deal luck-based damage. Wait, that's the, I did not know you could get that as a character other than Yada Cabela, the panda. Well, the Star Bear spirit lives within me. Although I see he's a lot smaller and in the background, but that makes sense, honestly. Let's see here. I wish I could check the Grimoire while this was open, just so that I could also double check it, but not much I can do, I suppose. Oh, whoops, I got the Lancet instead of the wrong item. Oh well. Ah, I can't level the Lancet since it's accursed. It's been, banished. There we are. Every fifth creates damaging waves. Giant crab is coming. Yeah, the alchemy whip of evolution, it tore it apart. I love it. Another evolution. The Stamaza. Yeah, that's definitely intended for you to be using a, what's it called? A crit build with. Yeah, because the slash really does make a lot of absurd crit damage, that's for sure. And there we go. Silver Wind. Free level of Silver Ring. Don't mind if I do. Done a lot of good stuff with the remixes in this game. Like, the Among Us collab had entirely original music, since, you know, Among Us doesn't actually have music. Let's banish this, honestly. But they still managed to make some pretty nice tunes. They even made one that was very clearly sounds like Mystic Cave Zone from Sonic 2. But it works because that sounds like an alarm. That's definitely a creativity I wouldn't have thought of, that's for sure. Or maybe I need to go to creativity school. Gotta be careful, these are where enemies are really starting to get tough. Those iron golems are an absolute pain. Oh, wonderful. Super Candy Box 2 Turbo. A reference to Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, of course. Let's go this one. That way we can have more Soma crews. The great thing about being me is there's so many me's. The main thing I like about the Mirage Robes upgrades are not only do they run off in different directions, but they also draw aggro away from you, which is pretty huge, I think. Fires 3 more ace area. Oh wow, I didn't know that could even be upgraded. Yeah, I'm not turning that down. Here we are, the final minute. They throw absolutely everything at me to try and... But can I survive long enough? Let's find out. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was eating my frames. Here we are. You can do it, Soma. "15 seconds. 10 seconds. Five seconds. 2, 1, go. That blue Reaper that raises the water level unfortunately can't be dealt with unless I get a, oh wow. The Alchemy Whip is actually damaging it. Huh. I thought you couldn't damage it at all without a room clear ability, but I guess it counts as a boss. Interesting, interesting. Time to see if the Alchemy Whip can melt it. Yep. Haha. Take that, Reaper. Of course, the more time passes, the more Reapers are coming in here, so... Alright, when Soma dies the first time, Soma will clear the screen and heal from the enemies there, so you basically get a free one free revive per life when you play as Soma, which is quite nice. Especially if I decide to do another run where I remove all my upgrades and see how well I can do. Now, of course, Eric time. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Yeah, that's the probably the Alucard spear there. Which means all I have left to do is evolve the Alucard spear, and then I unlock Shauna. Well, and completing that will unlock Maria, and I'm guessing Maria has the Guardian's Targe, thus completing that will unlock Richter, and thus what is presumably the final boss. That said, as I mentioned, I'm a bit exhausted tonight, so I hate to call it a bit early, but I guess I can raid out so that anyone who's coming along wants can enjoy other things. Let's see here. I guess Squabbit is doing late up, so I'll go ahead and do that. Sorry for the early end, but thanks for stopping by. Until next time, thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time. I'll see you later.